Hello everybody, this is going to be a new test here with my camera here. What this is going to be is a video, and hopefully you can see this real good, but by the time this gets on YouTube. But this is going to be a combination video of my um, Super Famicom and Super Nintendo collection. I only got two Super Famicom games, which I will show you those right now. Then I'll get to the Super Nintendo ones. First up is Contra Spirits, which is Contra 3 here. And this camera's got some bad quality, but hopefully this will get up on YouTube with better quality if it does get up. But anyway, this is a Contra Spirits, excuse me. And the other Super Famicom game I've got to show you is, can you see it? Super Donkey Kong. Which is Donkey Kong Country in the United States. Or should I say, North America as a whole. Hang on a minute, let me get something else. Alright, now that that's done, let me show you all my North American Super Nintendo games. But you probably seen my box for one of my N64 games, which I will show you later if this video will get up. But the first Super Nintendo game I have, North American, is American Gladiators, which is based off of that old sports show that was on back until 1994. I guess that's a good game. Up next is a reproduction game, I think anyway, and that is Bobby's World. Like, this game is based off that old Fox Kids TV show that used to be on. And that game is easy, but it's not really that bad. Next up is a game I haven't played in I don't know how long, but that is Bubsy for the SNES. And then the next one up is Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose. The Genesis, of course, had Tiny Toon Adventures Buster's Hidden Treasure, but this is the Super Nintendo Tiny Toon game. And up next, and I'll show you both the cartridge and the box for this one. That is Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4. And here, let me. Here's the box to it. That's one of the 4 boxed SNES games I have. And this is considered by a lot of people to be the best game in the Castlevania series. And up next is a game I haven't played in over a year, and that is Dracula X. Castlevania Dracula X. Due to the ending of the game being scary, but oh well. And up next is the North American port of Contra Spirits, which is Contra 3, the Alien Wars. Now, in the Japanese version, excuse me, you have unlimited continues, and I think the Konami code as well, I heard. But But you don't have that in this version. Oh, whoops. There we go. Excuse me. And next game up, and I think I got a message, which I'll take a look at after this video is being filmed, and that is Aladdin. Hang on. There we go. But Aladdin is probably a good game for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, as y'all know, in the movie, the genie was voiced by Robin Williams, who is no longer with us. He also did Mrs. Doubtfire and stuff. Next one up, a classic, Donkey Kong Country. I don't think I need to say anything, because that game is so good. And the next one is the second one, the Donkey Kong Country 2, which I will probably do a review. Which I might do another gameplay of this on camera, but I did one. It probably won't be a full one though. It'll probably be for a special. But up next is the third game, Donkey Kong Country 3. Hang on. There we go. I got another notification here then. But Donkey Kong Country 3 is a good one too. Earthworm Jim, which is also out for the Sega Genesis. And I might play this game on camera, we'll see. Earthworm Jim 2. The sequel to the first Earthworm Jim. Up next, and this one I have the box for too. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Eye of the Beholder. And here's the box to it. I only played this game once, so. But I might play it again. We'll see. Next one up. And this is on my TV right now. No, I'm not playing this game per se, but this game show is on my TV right now. That's Family Feud for the Super Nintendo. I did some gameplays of this, but I might do some more. We'll see. I think I've been saying that a lot in this video, but next one up is one that Rodney likes, as well as Gary and I think a few others, and that is F-Zero, which I did a gameplay of for one of my specials for Rodney, I think, earlier this year. And up next is probably the rarest game I've got in my Super Nintendo collection, and that is Hagani, the Final Conflict. And that game's hard to beat too. Next one up, Jeopardy. And this one I have the box for too. Let me show you that. Right now, there's the box to it. I don't know if I'm going to play this game though, because I'm not very good at trivia. But I might. We'll see. I think I tried to back in early 2012, I think. Maybe, or something. And this one's the Jeopardy Deluxe Edition, which it's like a harder and more advanced version, I guess you could say, with the graphics and stuff. a harder, more advanced version of the first game of Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo. And up next is the Sports Edition of Jeopardy, which, excuse me, there we go. Which B. Jocker did a video of this, as well as I think the first version. So if you want to check that out, you can. Next up, The Lion King, based off of that old Disney movie, was a bestseller, I think, too. But here's the cartridge for Lion King, and the next one I have is, oh, probably can't see it from here. You probably can though. Mega Man X. Which could be the best Mega Man game out for Super Nintendo. Next up is X2, Mega Man X2, which this one's more rare than the first X. Mega Man X3, which is the rarest Mega Man X game of the three, and probably the most expensive one too. Up next is another rarity, and that is Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. And that might cost you a lot of money too. Next up, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, which I've had for many years. I think someone in my family may have bought this game years ago, or got it with the Super Nintendo, and they just let me have it, I guess. This one's not an actual game, but this is the cart for the Super Nintendo, and that is the Super Game Boy, which you can play all your old Game Boy games on your TV. This was a neat idea. And this next one, and this is the last one that I have that's boxed as well, and that's just as of like a few months ago, and that is Super Mario All Stars. And here's my boxed copy of it. I got another message here, which I will yet again take a look at after this video's done. I guess you gotta hurry up though. Next up is Super Mario Kart, the first game in the Mario Kart series. What else can I say about it? Next up is Super Mario World, which obviously a lot of SNES owners have to have this. I can't say too much more about it than that y'all probably don't know about. And up next is a Platinum Hits copy of Super Metroid, which is the only Metroid game I have right now. I had to move some stuff. Next up, Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time, which I did a gameplay of that one from my first gameplay episode. And next is Toy Story, which was the first game I think I put up on YouTube. I think I did this just recently for my Getio series too, but I'll have to check. Only 4 more games left, and the next one is Wheel of Fortune, which is based off of the TV show. Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition, which has got better graphics and more rounds in it. And the next one up is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which is a little bit on the weird side, but I guess it's okay. But I'm not really that big of a fan of the Yoshi's Island series, so I'm probably not going to get the 3DS Yoshi's Island. But the last one I have is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is supposed to be which in some cases is the best Zelda game. But there you have it. That you might not be able to see it from here, but you might. But that's my Super Nintendo collection right over there. And these are, well, I can't really see it from here, but these are really. But you also saw my 2 Super Famicom games, and I'll see y'all for my next video, which might be with this camera, might not be. We'll see.